Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Been busy there. What is up, my YouTube people? What is up? How are we doing today? So today I wanted to come across and talk to you guys about my new purchase. I have finally invested in the Canon R6 and I just wanted to talk about why I think it's worth it in 2022. Now, before I get into the 10 reasons as to what pushed me to buy this camera, let me just show you what I'm working with at the moment. So this is my R6 rig. I'll talk about that in another video, but I've got a bottom handle here which I can hold it like that if I want to shoot like that, like so, and top down handle and my screen, and if I want to shoot, you know, like so, that's how I work with it. So everybody knows what the Canon R6 looks like, so this is me showing you how I use it on a daily basis. Now, sometime last year I said that, you know, when I was working with the Canon R, I said I didn't need the R6, but I was thinking more from a photography perspective because I was a photographer first and now I'm a videographer. So I was thinking more on the video side of things. But I borrowed one and I've used it and I've realized that I kind of made a bit of a hypocritical statement, you know. I actually do enjoy using the Canon R6. Now, here are my 10 top reasons why I've invested in the Canon R6 and why I think that you should invest in it also. First of all, Canon has finally given us full frame 4K. Amazing. Number two for me is the 4K 60 FPS. You know, I used to shoot 1080 60 and then upscale it to 4K, and it's okay, but now I have actually 4K 60. I can actually just shoot 4K 60 and export in 4K and 4K 24 FPS as opposed to upscaling it, which caused a lot more pressure on my computer and, you know, slow down work. So speed workflow. And let's not forget the third reason, which is the 1080 120 FPS. Now, Canon has been holding back on the 1080 120 for some time now. The Canon EOS R had 120 FPS at 720. Who the heck shoots at 720 FPS? Canon, please. Like, come on, stop with you. I know that the R was a test, was you testing the waters of how your mirrorless camera will work, but you've been doing mirrorless for a long time. You know, you had the M50, you had the M5, they're all mirrorless, so you knew what you was doing, so you could have given us a proper first all-round full frame mirrorless body, but who am I to talk about that? Fourth, IBIS. Canon has finally went and give us IBIS in their cameras. And I tell you what, a lot of people are talking about the IBIS this and the IBIS that and IBIS XY, but hear what? I have a Ronin S, the RS2 actually, and I sometimes don't want to have to fiddle about getting a gimbal. I like to just get up, take my camera, look, and go, run. You know, if you look at this footage right here, this was shot with no gimbal. It's just handheld. It's just an amazing piece of gear. The IBIS is amazing, super amazing. Number 5, the autofocus. Oh my goodness. Now, Canon's dual auto autofocus was great. You know, the R was good, but this thing here is super crazy. And at the time of this video, I have firmware 1.5, and now they have eye, head, torso, animal, and vehicle tracking. You cannot ask for a better autofocus system, and it's fast. It is, you know, manual focus is great, but when you're a one-man crew like myself, autofocus is ideal for me. You know what I mean? So I do love the autofocus system in this camera. Number 6, 10-bit. We finally have 10-bit codec in all resolution, instead of just having the 10-bit in the 4K, which you then had to shoot in the Ninja V, which is not a problem. But now sometimes if you just want to shoot 10-bit straight into camera, you have the option to do that and not having to invest in a Ninja V. But I will say this, you do need, with the codec that this camera is using, you will need a Ninja V to make your life a hell of a lot easier. I will talk about that just in just a minute. But first, let's talk about this lovely hat that I'm wearing, which I've been wearing for a while now, and I've talked about it. And let's just talk about the sponsor of this video today. So the sponsor of this video today is Peter Forson Hat Store in Birmingham. Now I know hats are completely different to the gear that I'm talking about, but it's a fashion piece and it's something that I wear on set, off set when I'm working with clients. So I thought, why not promote it? And hopefully someone from the UK might watch this and thought, you know, get this hat. So guys, if you're in Birmingham, you know, you can head over to their online store at www.peterforson.com, and they have hats for any occasion, male or female. They do a lot of Peaky Blinders style hats. Go check them out, guys. If you're ever in Birmingham, or if you can't make it to Birmingham, just head over to their website and you will be able to purchase pretty much any hat that you want for any occasion online. Now let's get back into it. Number 7, CLog 3. Now CLog 3, it's, you know, there is CLog 2, which is a lot better than CLog 3, but I'm happy with CLog 3 because now you get a little bit of extra dynamic range. And I did some tests a while back. I'm not sure what I've done with that video, but there's so many videos out there on these CLogs and CLogs 2 that I didn't want this to be about technical and showing too many examples. I just wanted to share with you the reasons as to why I went off and purchased this camera after saying I didn't need it. So if you want to, you know, see what CLog 3 is about in more detail, just, you know, get on YouTube and have a look, and you will be able to find lots of stuff out there on CLog 3. But it's great that they've given us CLog 3 now. We have that extra bit of dynamic range, and you know, when you combine the CLog 3 with the 10-bit codec, yeah, pretty good image to grade. Number 8, dual SD cards. Now, I know a lot of people says dual SD cards it's not a need, but it's great just to have the option, you know, to be able to have 2 SD cards as backup, because now you can record video on both SD cards, which is super amazing. Number 9. Now, I did talk about the 4K in the beginning, but I didn't actually tell you that the 4K is actually a 5.1K, because the camera is actually recording the 4K from the whole sensor, which is a 20 megapixel image sensor, and downscaling it 4K. So the 4K that's out this bad boy is amazing. And last but not least, the high ISO performance. Now this camera is crazy good. It is on par with the Sony cameras when it comes to ISO performance, and I really love that. Now I really shoot in low light situations, but it's really nice to know that I now have the option of not panicking if I needed to bump up the ISO, especially in some wedding venues. It gets pretty dark pretty quick, and it's nice to know that I have the option. Now, before I wrap this up, I would like to say that I actually own the Canon R5 now also, but I'll be sticking to the R6 for video, and I'll tell you why. The R5 video files are super huge. The R6 doesn't overheat on me. I've never had any issues with it overheating. I'm yet to see the R5 overheat, but I don't want to risk that. And the R5 will be my photography centric camera, because I am a wedding photographer and I've shot my first wedding with this last weekend, and the images are to die for. So yes, I'll be sticking to the Canon R6 for my video. So I really hope that this helped you guys in 2022 to choose the camera that's right for you. Now there are many reasons as to why this camera is amazing, but those are the 10 reasons that has pushed me to invest in this camera. If it's your first time here, guys, thank you so much for coming over and watching my channel and supporting it and helping it to grow strong. And if you are a returning viewer, super thanks, guys. Much love. Until next time, peace out. Oh, and remember, get over to Peter Forson and check those hats out. Let me wrap this up by showing you my bad boy rig again. Let me know in the comment section down below if this is something that you want me to talk more in detail about the rig and the stuff that I've got on here and how I use it, let me know in the description down below. Okay guys, that's a wrap. So until next time, peace, love.